Hello. Welcome to Reading Reddit episode 3. Today I'm going to read it off my phone because hopefully that will help my posture. Every episode I'm like this.
You ready recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Oh, I did forget to turn on my mic though. Let me do that real fast. Test. Okay.
Did I just say a weird word in order to sync it?
Test.
Pineapple.
Watermelon.
Tomato.
You know, I did theater back in the day, and for all the background actors, you know, you're supposed to like fake talk, but you can't actually talk. So they tell you to say watermelon. Because watermelon apparently looks like a bunch of different words. Try it. You're not supposed to actually say it.
Tomato.
No.
I guess so.
I'll just have to put a random audio and see if it syncs up.
Tomato. Put that,
No.
put that over your watermelon saying.
All right. Ready, guys? So, we are going to read 2 stories today. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. First one. It's from the Am I the A-hole Reddit. Am I the A for leaving my marriage after finding out my husband has a child?
This is not the ones we talked about prior to.
What did I say we were reading?
Different ones.
What? Like what?
I don't know. We read a few off in the car for titles.
Oh, but then I was going to do a Reddit video with my sister and things happened, so...
So you got more spicy ones for your sister?
No, I just have a list of a bunch of stories on my notes app, and this is just the one at the top.
Okay.
All right. Initial thoughts. Am I the A for leaving my marriage after finding out my husband has a child? Initial thoughts?
Yes, no.
What if we got married and then after I was like, surprise, I have a kid with Julio Ricardo.
It's not possible. You don't like kids?
But what if I had a secret love child out there?
I'm not going to think about that because it's not going to happen.
What if?
No.
Okay, so if we got married and I said I had a kid, you just wouldn't even believe me?
Well, no, I'm not gonna do a what if scenario and think like that happened when it didn't happen.
All right, what? You're not good. Zach doesn't do well with what ifs. He's like, no.
I don't like what if scenarios.
Yeah.
Why think about it?
Because we're doing a video.
My answer's still no.
Okay. My husband, 29 male, didn't know he had a daughter, 8, until a few months ago. Okay, so he didn't know. But let's keep going. We have been married for just over 2 years.
Wait,
and
she's 8 years old?
The daughter.
Oh, wow. Secretary.
Yeah. All right. We have been married for just over 2 years, and something we both were on the same page about from day one was neither one of us was interested in step parenting or dating/marrying someone with kids. That's a weird thing to like just randomly bring up.
That is weird.
Okay. We'll keep going. So when I, 28 female, found out he had a child already, and we had it confirmed, so I guess they did a DNA test, I knew this would no longer work for me. He saw it coming too, and he tried to convince me to stay, and he tried to make it seem like it should be okay, even though he wouldn't stay in a role reversal, and he admitted it. We have argued over it because he wanted us to stay married, raise his daughter, and have the kids we are planning on having. He thinks I should be able to handle being a stepmom now. He even said we don't have to deal with any ex-drama, but he has a grieving and angry child who lost her mom 2 years ago. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Lived with her aunt and then was shipped off by her aunt to a father she never knew. What a sad situation for the kid.
Yeah.
She never knew her dad. Her mom passed away 2 years ago. So then she stayed with her aunt for 2 years, and then the aunt didn't want her or couldn't take care of her and then shipped her off to the father.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. What a life. I feel bad for the kid out of everything so far. It's a lot, and she has been through so much and is actively going through so much. She's grieving and angry. She doesn't want to be with him or to lose everyone she knew by being sent states away from the only home she knew. This is so much help. Oh, there is so much help and support she needs, and I'm not the person to give it to her. It must be tough, too, because, like, if the kid does come into her life, it would be a weird feeling, like, I'm sure the kid would have, like, animosity of being like, you're trying to replace my mom type of thing. I don't know.
Hard to say. She's 8.
Yeah. That's tough. That's such a rough life, you know, just for only being 8. All right. My husband's family is disappointed and have wanted to talk about it, but I told them there's no changing my mind. I already moved out of the house we lived in because it wasn't fair to drag it out. We've been living apart for months, and I already filed, but he wants me to change my mind, and he wants me to consider therapy to try to work through this. He said I shouldn't throw our life away together over him having a child he didn't know about. There have been more attempts in the last month from him and his family to get me to call off the divorce, and his mom told me they, the family, love me and would hate to lose me from the family, and that I'm stronger than I realize. The whole thing boils down to, though, that even though I do love my husband, I am not happy he has a child with someone else. Yes, she's dead. There's no competition or anything there, but I'm not happy that there is a child to begin with, and I don't believe I would ever feel she was my own. I always knew raising someone else's kid wasn't something I'd be willing for. I know this is selfish on my part, and I am fine with that. But does that make me a horrible person or the a-hole? In the case of what's going on, that's what I'm here to find out. Am I the A?
What did the audience assume at first? Commenters.
Okay, one person said, well, let me just double check this person's aromatic engine is the username. I'm just double checking so I know if the original poster responded. All right. Not the A. He has admitted he would leave you if the shoe was on the other foot. He can't have one set of rules for him and another for you. This smacks deeply of, I can't be bothered to raise her myself, so I'd like you to stay so I can lumber you with the responsibility instead. That's what women are for, right? You are right. He and his family need to stop focusing their efforts on you and start focusing on that poor little girl. Then the original poster responded, they do. At the very least, one of them needs to, because I don't imagine she's getting the attention it was clear she needed if everyone's worried about trying to save this marriage that just can't be saved.
Oh, that's common.
Definitely not the A. It's a sad situation regardless. For you, for him, for that poor little girl. But if it is what it is, this is your one and only life. If you know deep down this isn't meant for you, then moving on immediately is the best and easiest thing to do. Trying to stick around and have the little girl get to know you, bond with you, and then you realize this isn't for you, it will just cause more trauma and abandonment issues for her.
Valid.
Your ex already agreed it's not something he could do, which is natural that you both feel you never wanted to raise someone else's kids. So, in my opinion, you're making the right choice unless you feel deep down you love him enough to stay, and you could be a good stepmom for her. Keep moving forward, wishing you the best.
What's your opinion?
My opinion? I don't think she's an
Tomato.
I don't think she's an a-hole. But it's definitely like a weird situation.
I was thinking about the whole starting conversation, how they first talked about, like, we don't want to foster step kids. And I was thinking about it. On Tinder, a lot of times people first question, hey, do you have kids? Because they don't, before out say they have them.
Yeah.
So they might have met on Tinder. And so they might be one of the first questions, like, hey, do you have any kids? And they're like, no, I'd hate that. I don't want to take it. That's how it started. At first I thought it was weird. If it was just random by him, like, a year into the relationship,
then it'd be suspicious.
But
he randomly said that, then I'd be like, oh, because he knows he has a kid or something like that.
But since it might have naturally happened because of the TikTok thing, or not TikTok, Tinder or dating app or older and dates anyways, you gotta think about that first.
Yeah, that's true. And, well, the kid's also only 8 years old.
Only.
But I'm saying, if he had a kid 8 years ago with somebody, that means the relationship is probably, like, I would say, like, at least 7 years old or younger. The relationship. They haven't been together for too long. But, so I don't know. It's a very weird idea to me, just to, like, leave somebody that you love and you're married, and just because of the whole kids thing. Because like when you love somebody, you like love a lot of parts of them, so it's weird that one thing would change it. You know what I mean? But I guess that means there's probably more going on too. That was like, okay, this is the end of it.
But things might have built up to it.
Yeah, because I don't know. That just seems a little weird. But not the a-hole. What do you guys think? What do you think about the situation?
I don't know, because like, big devil's advocate for his side.
Yeah.
Where he said he won't do the same if it was her. It's a lot different. If a guy...
Well, he didn't know either.
A guy is more likely not to know he had a kid.
She would definitely know she had a kid. It would be different for her.
If she lied saying, I didn't have a kid.
Yeah. He didn't lie. He didn't know, according to him.
So from what you understand,
yeah.
He might have lied. So if he lied, he's he's totally at fault. But if there's no way for her to not lie if she has a kid, she's like, I guess unless she lost her memory. But that's a rare case. That's like going on the stairs.
We're getting into like tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Conspiracies.
But there's no way she would not know she had a kid, practically. So that part, I'd be devil's advocate for that one. But I don't think she's at fault because it's your own life. You can do what you want to. But I personally wouldn't do that either.
The OP also commented, I did have a good relationship with his family. So on one hand, I understand them not being happy, we're divorcing. But on the other hand, I never expected them to be this caught up in it either. When there's a new child, they all need to get to know.
Well, yeah, the family might be trying to get her too, because it sounds like they're talking about having kids.
Yeah, so like
they're talking about
that's another
kids.
Interesting thing. She did want kids. Like they said, as a couple, they wanted kids, but just because it's not her kid, then she's like, okay, now I don't want you or the kid. I don't know. That's like a very harsh way to word it, but well, if you know, you know, and obviously she doesn't feel comfortable taking on that responsibility. And, you know, one of the commenters did say, like, you know, it would cause the kid more trauma
if you left it.
If you left after trying to bond. So I do get it. But I don't think she's
Tomato.
I needed to bleep it so much.
Just keep taking the word tomato and putting it on top of each time you swear. Yeah.
All right.
You never know. How old was this post?
This post is from 4 days ago.
Who knows? A year from now, they might be back together. Both parenting a kid.
Yeah.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Who knows?
All right, let's read the next story.
Plus, it'd be really shocking. It might be really shocking. Because based off that, she found out and practically instantly left.
Yeah.
So she might take time to think about it and come back. You never know. Just by herself. He's not going to go anywhere. So.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This one's also from 4 days ago. Am I the A for commenting on my sister's 8-month baby bump? Any thoughts? Oh, God. Hiccups.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, any thoughts?
Depends on what you worded.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, let's get into it. This one's really short. We are, or were, a very laid-back family that joked around a lot. I have no idea why, and I know it's not exactly right, but when we were younger, we used to make a lot of fat jokes with each other, even though none of us were actually overweight. My sister is 8 months pregnant with the baby bump to show it. Pictures of her on Facebook was posted, and I commented, "Hey, insert fat joke. She's very upset with me. I explained that I was obviously talking about her baby bump. I didn't think about the fact that she had gained a little weight, even pre-pregnancy. I guess I know I am the A, but how big of one? How big of the A?"
Not really. Nay wide. Nay wide.
Shoulder width A.
I don't think so.
You don't think she's the A?
No. Well, I think she's kinda, because emotion wise different when you're pregnant. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well,
depends on the relationship. I don't know.
I think she's the A because she did it on a public Facebook. She commented on her sister's Facebook. So that means there's also friends and other people on there. Mm-hmm. If she did it privately, because it's a family inside joke, I don't think it would have been as big of a deal. But because she brought the family joke online, that kind of makes it more of like an a-hole move. And then also, if she didn't apologize after, I feel like that'd be an a-hole thing. Because if her sister is actually like feeling very insecure and all of that, and she expressed that to her sister, and if her sister was like, "What? We joke about it all the time," I think it'd be kind of like an a-hole thing. But if she actually like acknowledged her sister's feelings and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know, and then maybe a year from now they'll laugh about it, being like, "Oh, haha, I don't know."
Will they have a boxing match a year later?
I don't know. But
so if you gained weight uncontrollably and your sister did that joke to me, to you, would you be upset? You feel like on public?
Oh, if it was on public,
yeah,
I'd be a little upset.
Gotcha. So she is the A.
Yeah.
Okay. Stamped.
All right. One person says, "You're the A. Sounds like a pretty obviously toxic sense of humor with obvious outcomes."
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's read another one. Another person said, "Just don't comment on a pregnant woman's body." Agreed.
Done.
Good advice.
Stamp done.
Good solid advice. Next, pretty big, "You're the A, to be honest. I'm pregnant and I have a very similar family dynamic, but I think weight is such a sensitive topic during pregnancy. These jokes sit in our minds way longer than they may normally. And it can just be a domino effect of negative thinking. There are a few unsaid golden rules of interacting with pregnant people, and there's a reason that the number one rule is not to comment on weight, especially on Facebook, for everybody else to see it too." See?
Yep.
I said that in a bit too.
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, it's still like I agree. Don't comment on a pregnant woman's body or any woman's body. Don't comment publicly or privately on other people's bodies.
Yeah.
All right, that one was really short, so let's do just one last one. Okay. Am I the a-hole because I'm not giving baby stuff to a pregnant coworker? What do you think? Zach works in an office dynamic, and this sounds like an office dynamic. So,
No.
what do you think?
No.
No, she's not the a-hole, you think? Based on the title?
Because no one gives gifts in my office. My family isn't gift orientated, so.
Everybody got a gift bag for the Christmas party at your office.
That's by him.
Yeah, but everybody got a gift bag.
Yeah, but no one did it prior to.
Okay.
So,
Nobody gets gifts in my office. Everybody gets gift bag.
Well, this year.
You mean like nobody like personally gives gifts like specifically to like certain people?
Well, I do, but no one else does, and that's fine. Everyone has their own money.
So you're the gift giver?
Technically.
You're the Santa?
No. This is a one-time gift.
Okay. Let's continue. Well, I guess nobody's getting pregnant at your work anyway.
Yeah, they're older.
It's all men and
older women that already have kids and they have grandkids.
Yeah, who have grandkids.
Mm.
Okay, I, 20 female, recently had a beautiful baby girl. I just returned to work after taking 2 months of maternity leave and found out one of my coworkers, 18 female, found out she was pregnant a few weeks ago. I congratulated her, and then she asked me if I would give her all the baby stuff we have stopped using by the time her baby is born. I told her no, and she absolutely freaked out on me. One of the points she made is, how is it super unfair because most of our coworkers are past the point of having kids, grandkids, and gave husband and I a lot of their old baby stuff, and now there's nothing left for her, so I should share. I told her that's not how it works, and most of these people consider husband and I family because mother-in-law has worked for them 5+ years. And we've been working there for a long while as well. Compared to her, 3 months. And from what I've heard, she doesn't come in half the time, nor does she actually interact with anyone. I also explained that we're planning on having at least one more kid, maybe 2. So we want to keep everything we can and keep it in storage until it's needed later versus buying it all brand new. She said that she needs them now, and that more important than a hypothetical kid we might have. I took offense to that and told her that I said no, she won't change my mind, and walked away. Since that conversation, I've had several people approach me telling me she's been bad-mouthing me to others and even saying I'm hoping she loses her baby.
Oh.
So she's making horse poop up.
Poopa?
Yeah. Poop up.
Poop up.
Yeah. What?
Poop up.
Luckily, everyone knows me and knows I would never think something like that, but it's starting to make me feel guilty. I do know how expensive baby stuff is, and I did get lucky having so many people to help. So Reddit, give me it straight. Am I wrong here? Edit. We do not have HR, and when I brought it up to our supervisor, I was told to just ignore it, and that as long as it didn't mess with my work, I'm in the clear. They did say they noted the incident, but I doubt she'll see any repercussions.
What's your point of view on it?
Not the a-hole. No. Her coworker is definitely the a-hole. That's crazy. She would badmouth her, make up lies about her, go around the whole office, and debate her on whether she deserves the clothes or not. That just seems like red flag after red flag.
That's true.
The a-hole flag.
I concur.
All right, let's see what Reddit has to say. Not the A. I loaned a few larger items to a coworker between my 2 kids because she claimed she really needed them and would give them back. She quit, disappeared with all my stuff, and then blocked me when I tried to get it back. I had to rebuy everything for my second, and it cost me a bunch of money I didn't really have. Don't give in. Wow. Baby stuff is really expensive. Also, OP went back to work 2 months after taking leave, meaning their baby is at most 2 months old. If they worked right up until the birth. Even if the coworker is just 1 month pregnant and won't give birth for at least 8 months, OP is still going to need her crib, changing table, pack and play, rear-facing car seat, baby swing, baby gates, breast pump bottles, etc. when the coworker has her baby. OP's baby won't even be 1 year old by then. So even if OP was dead set on never having more kids, her one baby will still need these things come the time coworker's baby is born. I feel for the coworker. It's not fun to be pregnant when you're 18 and either weren't planning it, can't afford it, or both, but OP still doesn't have to sacrifice her baby's things for the young mother. And another person responded, that's exactly what I thought too. The gap between her coworker's child and her own is so small, she will still be needing to use everything. That's a really good point too.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the A, but your coworker is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Open, close book.
Yep. Closed book. All right. Well, we're going to finish today. And did you enjoy today's episode, Zach?
I did.
Comment down below if you guys enjoyed this too.
Opinions.
What?
Comment below also your opinions.
It sounded like you kept saying the beans.
The beans.
The beans. Comment down your opinions as well. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.